I know that you've been talking to, I think, a lot of people with Kundalini. And so I'm just looking for some hope, just like tell me that you've heard that before, that Kundalini, I know is supposed to help you feel better. And in my case, is like more painful. So have you met anybody who, with the Kundalini, it started being more painful in their body? And then after a while, if it gets better, because it's been a while and it's still painful. So yeah.
Right. Right. Okay. Thank you, Catherine. Appreciate that. Yeah. So, physical pain is not uncommon throughout this process, Kundalini awakening, of course. But I do invite everybody, and I really mean it, no harm in consulting with the doctor just to get a checkup, just to see if anything else shows up through any exams and whatnot. There's no harm in that. Um, it's not uncommon, like I was saying, for pain to arise throughout this process, physical pain, even illness at times. A lot of inflammation can start to surface. So you're not alone there. I've experienced it myself. I imagine many others here as well have. Some of the people that have the most difficult awakenings do experience sort of chronic pain. It seems that they're up there with the people with the most complaints, but I would also say the strongest will to keep going through this process. So it's not uncommon. We do know now that if you have, say, you stub your toe, very subtly you can resist that pain, maybe distract, maybe avoid it, think about something else. And so that will seemingly keep that pain at bay. But if you were to focus solely on that pain without resistance to it, it actually gets amplified. It becomes more intense. So just on that simple example, you can see that there is a process that we have within our bodies, which is to put put pain away, shut it away, diminish it through resistance. This can help, but it doesn't actually resolve what is causing the pain at the root. So when this process begins to unfold in us, Kundalini awakening, the stuff that we may have resisted emotionally as well as physically can begin to surface because the resistance mechanisms are no longer at play. And so things come up to now be released and uprooted and healed. And so healing is a painful process often because you have to feel what we're trying to heal here. In time, the universal law of impermanence, and this too shall pass. You can remember that. It can be difficult though, because the pain often can bring us to points of, total surrender. And until we get to that point, it's a very difficult ride. They say, there's a saying, let go or be dragged, right? So we give up our resistance, we let it surface, we practice equanimity with it, and it can hopefully dissolve in time. So for me, I was experiencing very interesting pain through this process that wasn't typical of, the average person's illness or whatever. So I was having about, I'd say here in Canada, we have the toonie, or you're in Montreal. So the toonie, I would say they were like toonie size spots of pain that would just arise throughout my torso. Very unusual. And it would be all over. So a doctor would say that we never heard of this before. It's so strange. So I knew it was something to do with this process. It would come, I would sit with it, I'd watch it, welcome it, know that it wasn't going to kill me, and then it would leave, it would dissolve. And like that, I knew that I was releasing some sort of tension, blockage, emotionally, even physically, something like that. So I hope that this too shall pass for you in time. But yes, you're not alone, and I invite those that are experiencing some pain as well in the comments in the chat to drop a line for Catherine as well. Let her know that she's not alone. This is a thing. Yes, this is a thing, unfortunately. I recommend the work of Shinzen Young. He has a book called Breakthrough Pain, some good pain management with mindfulness. I'm very, very confident that he's gone through this process. He's talked about Kundalini. He's the real deal. Though Kundalini isn't exactly in his paradigm in the way that he approaches this topic, but his pain management stuff is as good as it gets. Shinzen Young.
Okay.
Okay, thank
Thank
you.
you.